He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. From long range. And the rebound gathered in by Towns.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
T-Wolves at the controls going up the floor. To Wiggins.
Here we go.
T. Wiggins. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
I don't mind that effort at all. At least they're still out here competing on the defensive end.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2.
Keep working him out, boy. He can't guard you.
Dennis Smith Jr. It's good for 3.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
To Wiggins. Fires the 3. Not going down here.
In the first half, he pretty much made every single shot. It was magical to watch. But now that you have drawn so much attention, try to get your teammates more involved.
Smith now. Off the mark. To Wiggins. And the basket good at the rim.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Taken by the Wolves.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
And scores. Strong take.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Wiggins. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Wide open look won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
And a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Towns. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Covington. Fires the 3. Cleans it up. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Knicks have it. Ntilikina works it. Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, who saw that coming?
As a shooter, your hands always have to be ready. Ready, meaning that your hands are always providing a target to the passer for an easy catch and shoot.
And he throws it down. Power play by DeAndre Jordan.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Towns goes to the left side. A drive baseline, but the shot won't go.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Kevin Knox. Almost, and he's not getting the call.
Match up, match up, match up.
Wiggins to Towns. DeAndre Jordan sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Had a good look there, but it's no good. Rose into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Derrick Rose slams it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Dennis Smith Jr. picked up by Teague. To Kevin Knox. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Kevin Knox forced that one. Well defended. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there, but see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
To Wiggins. Beyond the arc for three. And the rebound taken in by Jordan. Jeff Teague able to recover with the block. From the painted area, won't go down. Deep three at the buzzer. That's the end of the third quarter. The Timberwolves enjoying the advantage. The Wolves with the basketballs. We start the fourth quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they can win this game by 50.
And a throwdown.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Teague to Taj Gibson. Wiggins. That won't go. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Count it.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Wiggins sets him up. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Covington. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Smith with the basketball. Down a bundle. Here's a chance from long range, and Dennis Smith Jr. has a knack to score from everywhere. Hits the contested 3.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late. Andrew Wiggins at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Not a good pass there. T-Wolves have it.
Can the offense just run some clock here? I've seen enough.
Wiggins. That right there, Jay, his 8th 3 of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
Smith. Now a pass stolen by the Timberwolves.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
4-3. Not done yet. A scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's a DJ we all know and love.
Minnesota at the controls to Wiggins. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. And counted at the rim.
Way to hit. Way to hit.
To Wiggins. 2 minutes. Runners good there.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Smith. For 3, he's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat 5.
Smith to Kevin Knox. Kevin Knox powers it through.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Kevin Knox. Karl Anthony Towns with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Wiggins, and they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. DeAndre Jordan rejects it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Dennis Smith Jr. No good. Jumper's good.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just the shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body, which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
A lot of contact. Shots no good, and no foul. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Ed, 2 years ago, I was sitting in the draft room absolutely shocked that Dennis Smith went at 9 in the draft. And when I think about this young man's game, he is just scratching the surface of what he can do. He finished tied for 4th among rookies in scoring last season, and I guarantee you his game is going to continuously go to different levels.